Yep.
Alright, here is a model of the brain, and it's been color coded. So this depression here, this is central focus. Anything in front of that is the frontal lobe. Behind it, parietal lobe, occipital lobe here in the purple, and then the temporal lobe here. This whole structure is the cerebral hemisphere, and it's divided into those. Now this depression here is the central sulcus. The central sulcus is here. So this is the post-central gyrus. This is where motor information, voluntary motor information is initiated. This is the pre-central gyrus, where sensory information, somatic sensory information is inserted. Now the only other thing you can see from this view is the cell bed. Now if I turn it, so we're looking on the inside of the brain. I still have the lobes. There's no frontal lobe, parietal lobe, occipital lobe. I really can't see the temporal lobe because it's on the other side. But we can still see that central sulcus, pre-central gyrus, post-central gyrus, cerebellum. This area here is the brainstem. And then we have the head of our duck. Okay, so here's his head. That's the thalamus. There's a structure within the thalamus, looks like a little eyeball. Then we have the hypothalamus, below the thalamus. Now if we look at the bottom of this brain, we can see a structure here. That's going to be the olfactory nerve. And then there's a little stump here, that's going to be the optic nerve. Now if I look at our other brain model, we have similar structure. So if we look at the bottom first, this white stalk, olfactory nerve, the stump down here is the optic nerve. If I turn it here and I'm looking at the medial side, I have the thalamus and the hypothalamus. Here is the brainstem. There is the cerebellum. Now when I turn it this way, and we're looking at it from the lateral side, okay, we can see there's a groove right in here. That's that central focus. So in front of that would be the frontal lobe. Behind that would be parietal. The ear area would be temporal, and then we'd have the occipital lobe back here. And then again with the gyrus, we'd have the post-central gyrus in front of the central focus, and then the pre-central gyrus behind the central